I'm really glad my advice worked. Okay, you keep shooting those balls, LeBron. Remember everything I taught you. Oh, hi, I didn't hear you come in. It's Friday, the week is over, the weekend's here, and it's time, as always, for YouTuber news. Take it away, me. Thanks, me. Shane Dawson wants Justin Bieber to be in his brand new video project. Tana went as the CEO of Tana Kahn for Halloween, and he was not impressed. Jeffree Star tore up a very expensive Louis Vuitton bag to make a Halloween costume, and of course it's the return of Dan Howatch. All this plus I'll fake my own death on this week's edition of YouTuber News, the video news service from withunicorns.com, the website that was independently verified by the chief as it. Now, first story, fresh off the success of The Mind of Jake Paul, Shane Dawson is looking for a new person to documentary-atize, and it looks like he's found his subject, Justin Bieber. Shane tweeted the pint-sized pop star saying, "At Justin Bieber, I'd really love to talk to you about a project I'd love to do with you that my heart is super invested in. I know you probably won't see this, but if you do and have a sec, let me know." Raised hands emoji, black heart emoji. He then added, "Hey daddy, come to Brazil." No, I'm just kidding, he didn't really say that. It's just a fun joke. What's funny is, if you remember back in the day, Justin Bieber was regarded as this crazy, controversial character because he used to do stuff like get a haircut or have a monkey. But now in the age of Logan Paul and people like that, Justin actually seems like quite a tame subject for Shane to tackle. I mean, yeah, Justin would sometimes be a little bit wild, but he's never been to Japan and upset an entire nation of people. Or has he? I don't actually know a lot about Justin Bieber. He might have done that. No reply from Justin yet, but if he does say something, you know where you'll hear it first. Wait, on your new favourite show, YouTuber News. Benedict Towns, YouTuber News, that's this show. And a wink to seal the deal. Our second story. Much like the inevitability of death, Tana Kahn seems to be a looming spectre that will never stop haunting us. Yes, the ill-fated Tana themed convention is back in people's minds this week because Tana thought it'd be a really funny idea to dress up as the CEO of Tana Kahn for Halloween by putting on a bald cap and wearing a bra. You know, his classic look. But Michael Weist, or Weist, how do you pronounce it? If only there was a way in the modern age where you could instantly search how to pronounce things, but sadly that doesn't exist, so I'll just say Weist. Michael Weist did not see the funny side of Tana's costume and tweeted back to her claiming that he was releasing a behind-the-scenes documentary about Tana Kahn this week. I mean, there's petty, and then there's I'm going to release a whole documentary about you because I'm mad petty. That's like new levels of petty. Can we load up the petometer, please? Okay, and crank it up. How petty is this action? That's pretty damn petty. A lot of fans thought Tana's costume was really funny, but others, notably the ones who still haven't received refunds from Tana Kahn, did not see the funny side, saying things like, "Hey, give me a refund," and "Hey, where's all my money?" Pretty reasonable. You're all probably wondering what I went as for Halloween. Well, I went as my favourite costume, a tired pile of trash. Although I'm not sure if that counts because that's the costume I wear every goddamn day of my life. And sparkle wipe to the next story. Our third story, fans are dragging Jeffree Star for tearing up an extremely expensive Louis Vuitton handbag to make a Halloween costume. Jeffree is no stranger to being controversial and has lived up to that yet again by taking a Louis Vuitton handbag. Now, I couldn't work out exactly which Louis Vuitton handbag it is. I'm not a Louis Vuitton handbag expert, okay? I'm a Dolce & Gabbana handbag expert, but that doesn't help. But we reckon it could have cost up to $1,000, if not more. And he took that handbag, and then he took some scissors, and then he made them be friends in a very bad way. Then he took the flesh of the innocent handbag and used it to make a very weird Halloween costume where it looked like his skin was peeling off to reveal the Louis Vuitton handbag underneath. Was it worth it? No, that's up to you. Definitely wasn't. You may think that that's really expensive, but there are actually people who have destroyed even more valuable things for the sake of a Halloween costume. For example, one year I really wanted to go as this couple's costume, as two of the Avengers, and my girlfriend really didn't want to go, so basically destroyed that relationship because I wouldn't take off my Iron Man suit, and love is more powerful than money. So, Sharon, if you're out there, I've still got the suit. I've still got love for you. Please come back. Happy Halloween. I guess the moral of the story, if there's something you want to take away from this, is, hey, maybe don't rip up a $1,000 Louis Vuitton bag to make a costume. Make sure to look out for that, kids. Make sure none of you accidentally do that, because now you know maybe not to do that. Don't say this show isn't educational. Well, those are our stories for the week, and you know what that means. Watch How Dan. Welcome to Dan How Watch. I'm Louis Vuitton. What's Dan been up to this week? Well, of course, this was Halloween week, and Dan, being a spooky kind of boy, got all dressed up, ready to go trick-and-treating. Dan went in his favourite costume, Phil Lester, by slightly doing his hair in a slightly different way. And he walked around the streets and he had a little pumpkin bucket and he was asking for sweets from families. And they said things to him like, Happy Halloween. But mostly they said things to him like, why are you doing this? You're a grown man. You're not allowed to come trick-or-treating. Get away from my house. Dan was a little bit dispirited because of spirits, because of Halloween. But then luckily he remembered that he's really rich. So it's fine. He can just buy his own candy. This has been Dan How Watch. Great episode of Dan How Watch. Spooked me to my bloomin' core. Well, the sound of a ghost reminds me that it's time for our question of the week. Last week I asked you a question of the week, as I do every week, and I want to thank a whole bunch of you for answering. Your answers are always very incisive, thoughtful, and backed up by years of scientific research. But only one person got the correct answer last week, and that person was Slick Jump Cut. Oh God, it won't load. Oh, Christ, I never prepare this ahead of time. Oh God, why do I never prepare this ahead of time? Oh, it's just like my teachers always told me, you'll never amount to anything. Oh God, the answer is from Crazy Brunette, who said it is Benadog Houndsend, because who would kill a popo? Hashtag random, I love it. And you win this week's prize, or do you? Now it's time for this week's question, which comes from me. Take it away, me. Thanks. This. If Jacksepticeye. Just get your answers in for that question, and I'll read the correct answer on next week's episode. And isn't that really nice? I'm Benedict Townsend. This has been YouTuber News, which airs every week here on YouTube, and from now on is going to air every Saturday on Snapchat. That's right, YouTuber News is now available on Snapchat. On the Discover page, when you go on Snapchat, you swipe left, and you can get onto the Discover page, and you'll see bleeding YouTuber News right there. So if you'd like to support the show in a different way, why not watch the show tomorrow or whenever the day is for you when it comes out on Snapchat. And isn't that nice? No, it doesn't disappear after 6 seconds. You crazy kids. Stays there for a couple of days, so give it a watch. Well, I mean, you would be watching the exact same episode you've just seen, but you know, I would do it for you, so it'd be nice if you could do it back. Don't forget, the best way to get YouTuber News right here on YouTube is to hit subscribe, and then maybe there's a bell you have to hit, and you'll get brand new episodes delivered to you the second they come out. And if you could do me a favor, if you've enjoyed today's episode, and if you've enjoyed it, if you could hit like, it genuinely does help out the show. I know I harp on about this every week. It does help out the show algorithmically behind the scenes to not be just dust in the wind. So if you hit like, I'm very appreciative of that. Thank you very much. Namaste. I'll see you next week, guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, doing all the things you like to do. What is it the kids like to do these days? You know, building wooden bird houses, or constructing houses for birds made out of wood, or seeing a bird and thinking, how would I house that bird? And then looking at a tree and saying, I've got some ideas. You know, just the things that kids get up to. Well, whatever it is you're doing, and however many birdhouses you make, I hope it's fun, or at least sensible. Goodbye.